Hello everyone, Ty Tribble here. I am so excited to be able to finally share with you MLM blog secrets. This has been a long time coming. I can tell you for a fact that this would not be possible without a very unique partnership between myself and Ann Sieg and her team over at the Renegade Network Marketer. This is a tremendous group of people to work with, a very talented group of people to work with, and I'm just so honored to be a small part of what we've put together here today. So as I run through this information, I want to give you a little bit of background on myself first, and then I'm going to give you kind of what to expect here today. So number one is I've been blogging on the subject of network marketing since 2003. I am kind of known as the #1 blogger on the subject of network marketing, and I didn't get that way by accident. I set a goal, and I frankly went out and outworked just about everyone out there when it came to blogging on the subject of network marketing and MLM. And I can tell you for a fact today that I am here not to brag about my accomplishments in the MLM blogging world, but I'm here to cut down the learning curve dramatically for you, and I'm so excited that this has finally come to fruition. So the second thing is I'm a full-time network marketer. This is going to be a very raw presentation because I just want to get in and get you as much content and information as I possibly can. But the reality is that I build a business just like you build a business, and I'm going to give you some tips as we move forward. But this is very much a relationship-based business, and as I go through the technology side and getting you set up online as a blogger, I want you to remember one thing very important, that your ability to build a relationship with people is the core center of everything I'm going to teach you. We're going to get into some technical stuff and everything like that, but remember the relationship. The third thing I want to share with you is that I'm also an internet marketer, and I'm a top affiliate for the Renegade system as well as Mike Dillard's program, and I've had the opportunity to do that as a result of my ability to market through my blog. So that's something I'm really going to drill down and teach you a lot of information. If you want more information about me, you can see my personal blog and website at tytribble.com. But let's get into this. This is the meat and potatoes of what we're going to learn. So number one is, goodness gracious, what is a blog? And it's so funny. You would think that someone who has purchased a product called MLM Blog Secrets would know what a blog is, but the reality is I understand that this is a program that I promised that the newest person would be able to get involved with and make an impact. So if you don't even know what a blog is, I am completely understandable. You know what? I didn't know what a blog was for a long time either. So let's get a basic definition out of the way. A blog is an abbreviated version of weblog, which is a term used to describe websites that maintain an ongoing chronicle of information. A blog is typically frequently updated. It's many times a personal website featuring a diary-type commentary and links to other articles and websites. Blogs can range from personal to political and can focus on one narrow subject or a whole range of subjects. Now, here's what's important. We're not going to really teach you how to build a personal blog in MLM Blog Secrets. We're here to teach you how to build something much bigger than that. So we're going to get into that in a second. Let's hit the history of blogging for a second here. Many people don't know that blogging really, the core elements of blogging was probably can be traced back to about 1994. In the year 1999 was probably when it really started to, with the kind of the geek world, began to come to the mainstream a little bit. Not really mainstream, but it was just starting to pick up steam. That's when blogger.com was founded. And then probably 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005 is when it really began to pick up steam. Obviously today, most people know what a blog is. Most people don't know how to properly, effectively use a blog for their business, and that's exactly what we're going to accomplish for you. Lastly, let's talk about the impact that you can have by blogging, or perhaps look at the impact of what has happened in blogs before on the news media. Think about the impact of blogging on the news media. In the past, you would have to wait till the 6 o'clock news came on before you are updated with what happened throughout the day, or you wait till the following day and read the newspaper before you're updated with what happens throughout the day. Today, through blogging, it is an instant update into news and information, and there's a tremendous amount of information that you can gather. In fact, the average person today reads 3.4 blogs a day. Now you think about that, going from 1999, when most people did not know what a blog was, to 2010, let's call it 10 years later, and the average person is reading 3.4 blogs a day. Got to understand the potential impact that a blog can have on your business. Let's dig into this a little further. This is what we're going to talk about, is really truly more than just a blog. This is a marketing hub, or a home base for your business online. Here's one of the biggest problems I see with network marketers as a whole, is they'll go show their presentation to someone. That person will likely go back home from the coffee shop or wherever they met and do a Google search on their company and on them, because that's just what we do today. If you went to a job interview, goodness gracious, you're probably going to go home and do some additional research on that company before you would accept a job there, or do it before you go even to the job interview. So it's important to have a web presence, a home base. The biggest question I get from new people who want to get started in developing some business on the internet is, how do I get online? What do I do? Well, the answer is developing your own blog. And it's really much bigger than a blog. It's a home base. It's where you can drive traffic to. It's so that a person can go on and do a search for your name and not find crickets chirping. They'll actually find a professionally laid out blog that will provide them with the necessary information so that they can make a decision on becoming a business partner with you. This tends to lead to more cash in your pocket and more distributors for your business, and we'll show you exactly how to do that in the coming up presentations. So let's talk about branding and positioning of your blog. This is a big piece of the puzzle. So many people are missing the boat when it comes to branding and positioning yourself as a leader. So not only do you want to, step one is obviously having people find you, but step two is really getting to the point where you are positioned as a leader, as a thought leader, and branded as an expert in your field, in your niche, so that people look to you for guidance. They look to you as someone that they would love to be in business with. And lastly, in terms of more than a blog, this is the social media tool of the last decade, is a blog. A lot of people say, well, what about Facebook? Well, what about this? Well, I'm telling you that if you look at the impact that blogging has had on the industry of social media, on the internet as a whole, it's had a much bigger impact than even Facebook or Twitter or MySpace as a whole. It is one of the original social media sites and will continue to be a social media site. It is your own social media site. So part of the beauty of having your own blog is to be able to connect with readers on a personal basis. Let me manage your expectations here for a second and let you know what I was thinking when I launched my first blog back in October of 2003. What I was thinking is that if I could just communicate with 3 or 4 people a day via a blog, I'm going to be way farther ahead than I would have been otherwise. Now think about that for a second. Stay with me. 3 to 4 people. Let's call it 3 people a day. 7 days a week is 21 people. Take that out to a month. You're looking at over 80 people a month that you may have the ability to connect with and communicate with. Begin to build a relationship with. Begin to build rapport with. Because here's what's so interesting about a blog is that you'll have readers. You'll see the numbers. You'll see that they're there. But you'll never know how you're connecting with until one day they might reach out to you, which is a beautiful day in your business. So it's really all about connecting, building rapport with your readers. And gang, if you're getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 visitors a day to your blog, that's a good thing. It is 10, 50, whatever the number is, more than you would have if you did not have a blog. So is this a great opportunity to position yourself and get online? A blog is the best opportunity to do this. But remember, when you're just getting started, 10 people a day is great. Yes, my blogs get thousands of readers a day, and I'm very well connected as a result of that. But I started by being pretty doggone excited about the 3 people a day that were reading my stuff that otherwise would not have done so, because I managed my expectations, and because I did this in the hours when I knew that my potential business partners, the people that I was looking to bring onto my team, were probably asleep when I was blogging for the most part. So let's dig into the next phase here. Why WordPress? A lot of people have this is probably the second big question. Where do I go to blog? Here's the thing. This is an important piece of the puzzle. We are going to show you how to set up a WordPress site. It is not going to be a Blogger site. It's not going to be a TypePad site. It's not going to be Blogspot. It's not going to be anything. It's not going to be WordPress.com. We're going to teach you to set up your own locally hosted WordPress.org site where you have control. Gang, you want to control your piece of online real estate. Frankly, if you're not doing this, you are missing the boat. I know people who have lost Facebook accounts that had thousands of followers. They were so focused on Facebook as their method to reaching out to people, and guess what happened? Even though they provided great content to those people, Facebook shut people down. Same thing with Twitter. Twitter can change their rules in a millisecond, and all of a sudden, you're toast. I mean, YouTube is a great example of this. Goodness gracious, I know people, this is crazy stuff. I had a friend of mine, actually my little brother, someone was trying to sell him a package of training that was going to teach him how to effectively market on YouTube. I'm not against this type of thing, but it was going to cost him a lot of money, like $6,000 worth of training. Well, here's the thing. I did a little bit of research on the guy that was trying to sell my little brother the product, and his YouTube account had been shut down. Now, you want to learn YouTube marketing from someone who's had their site shut down, and it may not have even been their fault, but guess what? It happened. So you need to control your destiny online. The very best way, frankly, and the only way to do this is through a WordPress.org site, the WordPress program that you absolutely have total control over. In MLM Blog Secrets, we're going to show you exactly how to do that. I'll get into that in a second. The second piece of the puzzle is frankly, Google loves WordPress sites. They're already SEO'd for you. They're already search engine optimized for you. We're going to give you some tips and tricks a little bit later in some of the more advanced sections of MLM Blog Secrets and the MLM Blog Code that you're going to be able to absolutely supercharge the SEO of your site. But overall, you're going to get some great SEO benefits, search engine optimization benefits as a result of just plugging in to WordPress. The second reason is it is the most used site. It has the most features of sites out there. I mean, mega number of plugins and themes and things that you can actually get for free in a lot of ways that you'd have to pay a lot of money in other programs to get them up and set. It is the choice of the vast majority of internet marketers. Now, I went round and round many times with people on this subject. Why WordPress? And here's the bottom line. You do a search for the top 100 small business blogs in the world, and I'm honored to be on that list. Last I checked, it was fairly high on the list, as a matter of fact. My MLMblog.net site. And if you look at the other sites on that top 100, you'll find that the vast majority are hosted through WordPress. Not hosted through WordPress, but they're WordPress backbone. So, very simply, it's the best. It has the best features. It has the best SEO, and you control your own destiny. Blogger has been known to shut down blogs related to the network marketing industry. WordPress.org has been known to shut down blogs related to the network marketing industry. It's a misunderstood industry, especially through people like WordPress.com as well. They automatically think get rich quick, and it is not get rich quick. But this is kind of what we have to battle. So control your own destiny. Carve out your piece of real estate. That means your own domain hosted through a third party that is under your complete control. Let's dig into the next area. The content in MLM Blog Secrets. This is the meat and potatoes. Here's what you're going to get. Number one is getting started. This is the main piece of the puzzle. Obviously, this is going to get you up and running on WordPress. You're gonna get all kinds of great information and exactly what you need to get your blog up and running. I'll give you the details of how we're going to lay that out. The second piece of the puzzle is creating great content. I'm going to give you so much information in terms of how to find great content for your blog, how to create great content for your blog, that you are going to be so far ahead of where I was when I got started that you will. There's probably someone on this training that will easily bypass my results within the first 12 months of MLM Blog Secrets, and especially the MLM Blog Code. If you pick up that product, which really gets into more in depth. But MLM Blog Secrets is awesome. It's going to get you up and running, and frankly, for the amount that's paid for MLM Blog Secrets and the value that you're going to get, it's really unheard of in the industry, in my opinion. Next is driving traffic. How to effectively drive traffic to your blog so that birds are not chirping at your blog, but you're actually getting traffic almost immediately. In fact, I'm going to cut the time it takes to develop a readership from a year of blogging down to 30 days. It is some techniques that we're going to use, utilizing social media and some other things. I am very excited about those three things. So that's the basics of MLM Blog Secrets: getting started, creating great content, and driving traffic. You get those three things down, you are going to kill it in the MLM blogging world. And here's why I'm so excited about this. I know that there are going to be a ton of great content blogs coming out, but the reality is that most of the people watching this are going to say, you know, even though they laid it out so clearly, they gave massive amounts of content in order to help me get blogging. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I just don't have the time. And any excuse will work. But it leaves open a tremendous opportunity for those who choose to grab it. There has never been a better time to carve out your niche online. Frankly, if you're not carving out your niche online, if you're not blogging, you are flat out throwing money down the drain. Okay, so now that I told you what the content's going to be, let me tell you how I'm going to lay it out. This is cool. The setup of MLM Blog Secrets. So number one, this is an introduction to the whole program, but you're also going to get an introduction to each phase of the program. So you're going to get an introduction to setup, you're going to get an introduction to driving traffic, as well as an introduction to creating content. The second piece of the puzzle are going to be click-by-click tutorials. I'm literally going to let you look over my shoulder as we go from scratch setting up a blog, from registering a domain name to moving the name servers from GoDaddy over to your blog host, how to find a blog host, what blog host we recommend, how to get all that set up, how to set up the inner how to install WordPress, how to set up what to delete, what to keep, what to add in. You're going to get all of that information in click-by-click tutorials. You'll be able to look over my shoulder and get all that stuff. And lastly, you're going to get a PDF resource sheet. What's going to be on there are links to additional resources. If I cited something, if I mentioned a URL, if I did something like that, then you're going to be able to dig in there and have that sheet sitting right in front of you as you go through the process of setting up your blog or of creating content or of driving traffic. Gang, please do me a favor. Don't let another minute go by without getting online, without setting up shop. Take advantage of this. We are so excited about what you're going to accomplish. I can't wait to hear the hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands of success stories as a result of putting the MLM blog secrets to use. I look forward to talking with you again on the introduction of the next phase, which is getting started. I'll see you there. Take care. Hello everyone, welcome to MLM Blog Secrets. My name is Ty Tribble. I am so excited to just jump in and get you some information to help you become a trusted advisor on the internet, to help you carve out your home base where if someone goes to Google and searches for your name, you know what, boom, number one comes your blog, your personal marketing hub. So let me just say this, a little bit of a disclaimer. I'm really, what I'm doing here in MLM Blog Secrets is inviting you into my home office where we've done millions of dollars in sales, and basically you're going to have a chance to stand over my shoulder and look at my computer screen. And so I say that because, you know what, here's the reality. You might hear a bit of background noise once in a while. You might hear me take a sip of coffee or a sip of water. And that's because you're in my house. You're here with me, and I'm here to share this information with you. So I am not a formal guy. You know, most of the time, if you'll find me in a suit and tie, it means I'm going to a charity event or a wedding or a funeral, or very rarely for my primary company will I put a tie on. But for the most part, we're going to be very casual with this, but that does not mean the information is casual. This is dead serious information that you need to grasp a hold of. And so the first thing we're going to do is walk you through getting started, but realize that there are a bunch of click-by-click videos. Again, you're looking right over my shoulder onto my computer screen, and I'm going to show you exactly what you do to set up your blog. By the end of Module 1, which is the getting started process, you're going to have your blog up and running and ready to go. And then you can move on to Modules 2 and 3 to learn how to drive traffic and to learn how to create great content. Those three things will get you so far ahead of the game. And then if you're ready to go on to the next step, then you want to pick up MLM Blog Code, which is really the end-all to be-all, total focused information regarding the blogging world, probably the most in-depth stuff you've ever seen on blogging out there, especially related to the network marketing industry. As a matter of fact, I don't know if anyone's ever done anything like this. So without further ado, let's get jumping here. This is the getting started section, and we're going to jump right in. The first thing we're going to show you how to do is choose a domain. But we're not only going to show you how to choose a domain, we're going to take you over to GoDaddy.com and walk you through the process of registering your domain. It is a cool click-through that we're going to take care of. But let me say a couple words about registering a domain. First of all, I highly recommend that you use your name or as close to your name as possible. And here's why. Let's say, I just wrote an article about this the other day. Let's say you are a representative for a brand new network marketing company that sells men's and women's cologne and perfume. And the company is called Foo-Foo. Now, I just made that up. I don't think there's a company out there called Foo-Foo, but if there is, I apologize. But you love Foo-Foo perfume, and so you registered ilovefoo-foo.com. And let's say that in 6 months from now, you know, your Foo-Foo business is going crazy because you've carved out this great niche online, and your team is building, and you're developing relationships with people and becoming a true solutions provider, all of the things that are taught throughout ANSI's courses. And lo and behold, it comes to light that Foo-Foo was using illegal Oompa Loompas to harvest their secret herb that made Foo-Foo so great. Well, and the FTC says, no, you can't use Oompa Loompas, so we're going to shut you down. I know it's far-fetched, but believe me, companies get shut down all the time, and a lot of it has to do with the choices that the company's made. So here's your dilemma. You're sitting on ilovefoo-foo.com, which has probably got traffic, which has probably positioned you as a leader in the industry, but then now what are you going to do? Foo-Foo just went out of business. So I'm going to recommend you register a domain name that is not ilovefufu.com, but is as close as possible to your name. So, for example, my main marketing hub is tymodule1.com. Now, for example, if I were to become a Fufu rep, I could create a page in my site, which I'll show you exactly how to create a page later on. But you could create a page that actually lands on tymodule1.com/fufu. Now, isn't that cool? So you can have the ability to still get the Fufu name out there, but it's under your personal domain name. That way, just in case, whatever happens, you are in control. So choosing a domain name, vital to your success. Remember, I think I went over it in the previous video, was talking about the realities of WordPress versus a lot of the other things out there. You want to control your own site. So again, tymodule1.com, my name, you can check that out. Ansieg.com is one. I think Mike Dillard's got his at MikeDillard.net is his blog. So highly recommend that you use yourname.blog.com or something along those lines. So if you can't find your name, maybe yournameblog.com or something close. Okay. So choosing a domain, we'll walk you through click by click there. The next area is setting up your hosting. We have very specific instructions click by click in terms of setting up your hosting. We have a particular host that we're going to recommend that will be on the cheat sheet PDF, as well as it's already in your back office of the Renegade systems. Now, some of you are new to the Renegade system as a result of purchasing MLM Blog Secrets, and I got to tell you that there are some cool things in the back office, and one of those things has to do with some affiliate links, and I'm going to highly recommend that you dig in there and fill out all of those affiliate links, because a couple of them are going to relate specifically to what we do in MLM Blog Secrets. So get excited about that, and one of them is HostGator. So when someone comes to your blog and sees an MLM Blog Secrets banner ad, which will show you how to post in the future, then you're going to be able to direct them to where to get their hosting as well, and make a few dollars off of that. It's multiple buckets of income coming your way. That's very exciting. Okay, so setting up your hosting, we'll walk you through click by click there. Changing your GoDaddy name servers. We recommend that you register your domain name at GoDaddy.com, and then you're going to have to change your name servers so that they direct the URL, the domain, to your host. Okay, so we walk you through that click by click. Next is installing WordPress. We show you exactly how to log into your HostGator site, install WordPress, and there you have it, and you are now propagated to your own domain, such as tymodule1.com or something along those lines. Next is settings and links and general cleanup of your WordPress blog. When you install WordPress, there are some things in there that you are not going to need. They already have a post, they already have some comments in there, and some other things that we're going to teach you exactly how to set that up and get that positioned properly. And creating your first blog post, we're going to walk you step by step through exactly how to get your first post up and online, your first article, whatever you want to write. We're going to teach you click by click how to do that. Okay, here continued on. Creating your first page, we're going to teach you. Remember what I said about registering your domain, that you don't want ilovefufu.com, you want tymodule1.com/fufu as an example. By the way, it's spelled F-O-O-F-O-O if you're scoring at home. And I don't know, I mean, maybe it's a good idea. Maybe someone's going to come out with a business called fufu.com. But anyways, I didn't check the domain name. But creating your first page. Pages are important. You have like an About Me page, for example. You could have a page about your opportunity. You can have a page, resources page, where people can go to and see what recommended resources you've got. Then we're going to teach you a handful of basic plugins. First of all, we're going to teach you how to install plugins, and then we're going to show you how to install a couple of very important plugins that you're going to want to get up and running. And then actually in the cheat sheet, I give you a list of my top 10 plugins as well too, which is pretty cool. Choosing a theme. choosing a theme is a vital component to what you're going to do. A lot, and I give you very specific information in terms of why I choose a particular type of theme. This is a vital component to the whole situation, and we want a theme that basically does not distract from your goals. Your goals with your blog, I assume, are to make more money and create more leads. And I see a lot of blogs out there that are completely distracting away from those two main things that you're looking to try to do. So we're going to make sure that our themes do not do that. You know, controlling blog spam. I teach you exactly how to control blog spam. Is a big problem. There's a lot of just people out there that spam bots and whatever the case may be, but there's a lot of comments that are just plain old ugly spam and junk. So I teach you exactly how to control that in a click-by-click tutorial. Okay, widgets, setting up your sidebar. Widgets are little tools, basically, that you can drop into your sidebar and other areas throughout your blog that allow you to actually put in some really cool stuff. And I actually walk you through the process of doing some really cool things with widgets. So that is a cool piece of the puzzle. And the bonus is placing banner ads. I'm going to teach you how to place a couple of banner ads throughout your pages. Something that I think is vital to your success. Really, basically, the way I'm going to teach it is another way to expand your list by utilizing a funded proposal of someone else. And so I'll teach you exactly how to place some ANSI banner ads in addition to basically showing you how to set up your other widgets. Importing a Blogspot blog. If you're already a blogger out there, this is the other big bonus here. If you're already a blogger out there, I'm going to take the time to show you how to import your Blogspot blog into WordPress so that you don't have to cut and paste and bring it over. You can do it automatically. And that wraps up the getting started portion of MLM Blog Secrets. I hope you've enjoyed this. Again, get excited about the click-by-click tutorials. They are awesome. I am unbelievably excited for you because this is an opportunity for you to break out. I've never before had this much hope and sincere desire for you to win, for people that are listening to this to win. And I know you can do this. This is not rocket science. So dig in and go through those click-by-click tutorials. I know some of them will be basic for some people, but this is made for the newest person. So go get them, Tiger. Don't give up. Get through this information. It will take you some time, but it absolutely will be worth it. I will see you on the next video. Hello everyone, welcome. This is Getting Started Click-by-Click Training number 1, choosing your domain name. My name is Ty Tribble of MLM Blog Secrets. I'm very excited to get this is you getting up and running as quickly as possible. So a couple things before we get into the meat and potatoes of the click-by-click walkthrough. Number 1 is many of you may be watching this going, Ty, I know how to register a domain name at GoDaddy. I've got 50 of them. If that's the case, you know what? Skip over this video, go on to the next one. And that's really what this is all about in terms of any video. If you have a really good understanding of a particular click-by-click video and you want to skip on to the next phase of this, you know what? Knock your socks off, man. Go do it. Because, but keep in mind, this is a vital piece of the puzzle, and that is that this is a training for everyone, and that means everyone on your team. And so what I mean by that is that there's some people who are really up to speed in technology and don't need a click-by-click version of how to register a domain name at GoDaddy.com. And then there's others who have no clue whatsoever. So this training is the training that you can point your brand new person in your team to, and they'll get all of the information they absolutely need. So With that said, let me hit another subject, and that is really choosing the right domain name. The best domain name for you, in my opinion, now others may differ on this, but this is from my experience, and I've been able to create tens of thousands of leads online and massive traffic to blogs over the last 5 or 6 years. And so if you take that as someone who kind of knows what he's talking about, maybe this will help you. Let me hit this. I prefer to use my name, first name, last name. Sometimes those are taken. You might want to do your first name, last name blog. But overall, that is the preferred domain name for your WordPress marketing hub, your home base online, because we want you, quote unquote, Googleable. So when someone searches for your name, they're going to find you number one, and that is my goal. So I also prefer .com if at all possible, although in some circumstances I've had great results with .net. And I would try to stick with those two if possible, but maybe your name is one that is out there already. Just make sure that you have your name somewhere in the domain. Now, the other thing that I want to warn you about is having a massively long domain name, 500 letters or something goofy like that. Try to stay as simple as possible. Joe Smith blog, Joe, if your name is Joe Smith, you're going to run into some issues. But overall, for the average person, you're going to be able to find something. Maybe you maybe put a dash in there, ty-tribble.com or something along those lines. But overall, you should be able to find something that will get you up and running. Again, .com is the preferred method of registration. Now, here's where we start. You go to GoDaddy.com, GoDaddy.com. It's probably the largest register of domain names out there today. Very reliable in my opinion, and where I register all of my domains. So I've got them all in one spot. I don't jump around to different places. It's just easier that way. And then we're going to click on Create Account. Now, this is very basic information. First name, middle name, last name, etc., login information. And as I've actually already filled out one of these, so let's go over to that page right here. Here's my name, Seth Godin, which is a bit of a joke, but Seth Godin is the author of Permission Marketing and a bunch of other great books that I highly recommend. But anyway, so first name Seth Godin, first name Seth, last name Godin, etc. So you fill out your information here. I've done this in advance just so that we could go through this fairly quickly. Filled out all the requirements. Now, when you get down here where it says stay informed, I even put in a fake email address. You obviously want to fill out your correct information. But when you get down here, GoDaddy is very good at marketing. And as you go through this information, be cognizant in terms of what you're requesting. As a matter of so, would you like to receive an email from us on various subjects, weekly notices for radio GoDaddy industry news? You know what? I don't think I need that. There's some things that are pre-checked off as yes. If you don't want to receive anything, you're going to want to check no here. But go through these yourself and get an idea of how you want GoDaddy to communicate with you. Okay, so they even offer text messaging information, and I would prefer that GoDaddy not text message me information. But okay. Then what we're going to do is simply create a new account. All right, we're in. Now, this is where it gets really simple. You've entered me. There it is, Seth Godin, which is kind of funny to see Seth Godin's name in my GoDaddy account, but I didn't want to. I'm just going. This is something I'm deleting. It's not even anything I'm taking forward. So just so you know, I've already got my own GoDaddy account, but this is to demonstrate for you. Now we're gonna. All of this other my account information, preferences, all that stuff. It's really immaterial at this point because again, our goal is not to teach you how to do everything with GoDaddy.com. Our goal is to teach you how to get up and running online with your own WordPress marketing hub, your own home base. And so here's what I'm going to do. Very few people know, my best friend in the world calls me this, and of course my mother knows my name, but very few people know that my real name is actually Terrence. So I'm going to search for Terrence Tribble. Obviously, I go by Ty Tribble, but I just have a feeling that Terrence Tribble is available. So Terrence Tribble is available. I'm going to add that to my account. Okay, now here we're going to go down here. Continue to register. Yes, you can buy a bunch of other domain names, but again, the purpose here is just to get you up and running. So we need one domain name to do that. Continue to registration. No thanks. See, they're always upselling. Always upselling. Now, you've got a choice right here. You can choose 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years. I'm going to recommend you choose 3 years. For a long time, I was just registering for 1 year. And I later found out that it is important, according to what Google looks for in terms of your search engine optimization and things of that nature, that you register, that your domain name is in for the long haul. So I would recommend 3 years. It's probably going to be around $33 or something like that. Okay. Now we're going to continue. I'm going to just go for the standard registration. Okay. We're going to continue. Don't need any additional email addresses or anything like that at this point. We're going to go and check out. All right. Now, here you are. $32.61 is going to be your total for 3 years on whatever domain you choose. And then you check out here. You can pay by PayPal or credit card or whatever the case may be. So that's the basics. You want to check off and maybe read the terms of service, but they're very basic stuff. GoDaddy's obviously trying to protect themselves from lawsuits and things of that nature. So just to buy a domain name, there's a ton of information here. But I check it all off and continue with checkout after you choose your method of payment, and then you enter that method of payment and you have got your first domain name registered. I will see you on the next video, which is setting up your hosting. This is all about setting up your hosting. And this is the second in the series of click-by-click tutorials. So dig in and get out a pen and a pad and know that you can pause this at any time. This is not a race, gang. It is a race, but it's more of a marathon. It is not a sprint to see who can get their blog up first. And so depending on your level of capability, you might have a really clear understanding of how to use HostGator and set up your own hosting and things of that nature. If so, great. You can skip on to the next training video at any time. But again, this is made for the newest person who has no idea what they're doing in terms of getting up and running online with their own WordPress blog or home base. And so, let me tell you why we've chosen HostGator. There's a couple of very specific reasons. I'm at HostGator.com currently, and here's number one. Number one is HostGator has over 300 employees on staff. They host over 2.5 million domains. They're a top 10 web host online, and they've been that way for years. 45-day money-back guarantee. You can try it, and if it doesn't work out for you, get your money back as long as it hasn't gone past 45 days. So very reliable, 99.9% uptime guarantee. I mean, this is the real deal, 24/7, 365 technical support. Okay, so as we dig into this, there's a secondary reason why you need to have a clear understanding of why we use HostGator, and that is the fact of the matter is, in the back office of your Renegade network marketing system that you have access to, there are affiliate links, and you have a unique opportunity, thanks to Ann Sieg, to go back there and insert your affiliate links within that Renegade back office. There's a tutorial how to do that. I'm not going to get into that, but here's the cool thing. When you tell someone, maybe on your team, maybe outside of your team, maybe on your blog, you have one of our super cool banners that tell people about MLM blog secrets. Great way to monetize your blog, by the way, is to let people know about MLM blog secrets. It fits right in with exactly what you're looking to promote and do. And so let me tell you this, that in the back office of of Ann Sieg's Renegade Network Marketer are these affiliate links, and you can insert your affiliate links. I think there's probably over a dozen, maybe a couple dozen affiliate links that you can insert your personal affiliate link. And when someone purchases a Renegade product from you, they're automatically coded in the back office to use your affiliate links if they click on something of that nature. And here's what's so cool about that is that when you send someone to MLM Blog Secrets, they get a cheat sheet, and on that cheat sheet are some links, and the cool thing of those links are actually coded. The ones that are coded to the Renegade system are actually coded to your personal affiliate link. And so if you send someone through the MLM Blog Secrets and they decide to sign up for HostGator through the Renegade back office or through the cheat sheet, then you're going to get credit for that sale. It doesn't cost them any extra at HostGator. HostGator just says, thank you for sending business our way. We're going to send you a little check every once in a while. And so it is a very cool thing. And that's two big reasons why we use HostGator. One is obviously great company, great support, and two is it offers you the ability to make a little bit of cash on the affiliate programs, and we certainly believe in multiple buckets of cash coming your way. So let's dig into the setting up a site or setting up your hosting with HostGator. So the first thing we're going to do is click on View Web Hosting Plans. There's going to be three options here. There's a business plan, there's a baby plan, and something called a hatchling plan. If you are planning on maybe being big into blogging, this is something you really want to take to another level, possibly the business plan might be for you. Most of the people watching this video are probably going to want to pick up the baby plan. It offers the unlimited domains, unlimited disk space, unlimited bandwidth. This is a great plan for the majority of people. The hatchling plan is only one domain. Now here's the problem with that. If you get started with it and you decide later on that you're going to want an additional domain, and we'll talk about that not in the MLM Blog Secrets, but in the MLM Blog Code, where you will have multiple domains, and maybe one of your domains is specifically designed to help you get lead capture pages up online in a really quick, simple, and professional manner, because so often people just don't know how to create a squeeze page or lead capture page. Well, you can do that in WordPress, and we'll tell you about that in MLM Blog Code. But overall, 99% of the people probably will want the baby plan. Handful of people might want the business plan. I would recommend that no one get the hatchling plan. It is a little bit cheaper, but not significantly cheaper. Now, so you're going to want to click on either here the baby plan or the business plan. I'm actually going to click on the hatchling plan for this demo because I already have HostGator hosting, and I'm just going to sign up for it again just so I can show you exactly what it takes to sign up. So remember, now here we are at the order wizard. We're going to select a domain option. You can either register a domain, but I highly recommend that you, if you followed the training, that you choose a domain from GoDaddy.com. Now, so I'm going to click on I will use my existing domain and update my name servers only. So, and we're going to teach obviously in the next video how to update your domain servers. So my existing domain for this purpose is, for the purpose actually going forward, is going to be mlmblogcode.net. Okay, now we're going to click next. You would obviously enter your domain that you registered at GoDaddy in that particular area. Now, it propagates the information for you here, and it's definitely my primary domain, so I'm going to calculate the totals. Okay, so as you can see, it's $8.95 if you pay on a monthly basis. If you paid on a I think like 6 months or 12 months or whatever the case may be, you're going to be able to get a discount on that as well too. So my monthly fee is going to be $8.95, but it gave me a little nice spring discount of $1.99, and I'm going to it automatically says I'm a new customer. We're going to click continue. Okay, now at this point it's going to say tell us who you are. You're going to fill out your first name, last name. You're going to fill out all of this information, your credit card information. I am going to pause the video at this point. This is obvious stuff, nothing harebrained, nothing difficult here. You're going to want to choose a username, choose a password, verify the password, etc. Enter your credit card information, or you can pay via PayPal. This is something that you should be able to handle. So I'm going to pause the video, and when you see me, we'll be on the inside at the same screen you get to after you have verified your order. So let's do this. All right, hang tight. Hello everyone, I'm back at you, and I've just entered my credit card information, all that good stuff. I'm not going to give you my credit card number. You're going to have to use your own, but you can see this is my order details. Here's mlmblog.net is my primary account, and so this is essentially the page that you're going to see after you've entered and confirmed your order. And what we're doing at this point is we're going to wait for an email from HostGator, and it's the headline of that email, the subject line is going to be your HostGator account information. And inside of that email will be your name server information. We don't need to log into HostGator yet. We're going to do that in a future video, actually probably video number 4, where I teach you how to install WordPress. But the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to need you to take note of the name servers in that email, because we're going to take those and put them in your back office of GoDaddy.com. So let's head on over to video number 3, click-by-click tutorial number 3, changing your GoDaddy name servers. I will see you over there. This is part 3 in the click-by-click tutorials. And the subject is changing your GoDaddy name servers. This is all part of the process. If this is something you're familiar with, feel free to skip on to the next session. But here we go. So the first thing we want to do is go to GoDaddy.com, GoDaddy.com, where we've already registered a domain name in section 1 of the click-by-click tutorials. And we're going to click on Domains. And in the side panel here, it's going to say Domain Manager. We're going to click there, and I'm going to log in securely. And okay, so now we're at the domains. Now, most of you are the high likelihood that you're not going to have as many domain names as I do, but we're going to go down to mlmblogco.net and click on that. If you've just signed up for GoDaddy, you'll probably have one domain, and that's all right, so no big deal. And now we're going to click up here. It says Organize, Looking, Name Servers. Okay, we're going to click on Name Servers. Now, it has something like ns a number dot a URL. And it will automatically propagate into, I have specific name servers for my domains. Now, what I've done is, remember the email that you got from HostGator that said your HostGator account information? On that email, there was something that looked like this. It's probably about a third of the way down in the page. These are your name servers, okay? And these are mine. Yours may look a little bit different, but basically they're going to start with NS. They'll have a number after that, and then it'll say .hostgator.com. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the first one, Control C, and I'm going to put that right here. And then I'm going to go back to the Word document again. Now you can just go directly to your email if you choose to, but there's some other information in that email that was passwords and such, so I obviously didn't want to show that on the video, but know that I just cut and pasted it into a Word document so that you can see it as well too. So again, ns a number .hostgator.com, and then ns a number that will likely be sequential, so it'll be the following number .hostgator.com, and we're going to click OK. All right. Okay, again, and there you have it. That is everything you need to do to get your GoDaddy name servers all set up. The next thing we'll be doing is logging back into HostGator.com and installing our WordPress blog site. I'm excited to show you that. So if you're ready to go, let's go on to video 4. This is part 4 of the click-by-click tutorials for MLM Blog Secrets. I'm so excited. We're finally going to install WordPress on your own domain. This is really the beginnings of something great for you, and I'm very excited about it. So I want to have you go back to your email and find that email that was sent by HostGator that says your HostGator account information. Now, within that email, maybe about 2/3 of the way down, it'll say the following. Until your DNS has been changed and resolves to our name servers, you can access your cPanel at the following URL. So what we're going to do, we're going to copy that, and then I'm going to post that into a web browser and click enter. Now, you may or may not be asked for a username and password at this point. Might be like a little pop-up thing that comes that asks you for your username and password. That's the same username password that is in that email. So you're probably going to be asked for that later if you don't get asked for it now. Now I know this site looks daunting. This is the cPanel. And your HostGator control panel, also known as a cPanel. I know it looks like there's a lot of stuff here, but all we're going to do is scroll down very simply to find the little smiley face. Under Software and Services, there's a little smiley face guy called Fantastico Deluxe. Fantastico Deluxe. Now, on the left-hand side of Fantastico Deluxe, and these are just a bunch of different software programs that are available through Fantastico and your cPanel, which a lot of people don't even realize. You could have all kinds of different stuff that you could install quite simply. Many of these are more geared toward the more geek type person. Then I don't even have the ability to do these, but I do have the ability to click on WordPress right there. Now, comes up here, a little description of it. You're going to want to click on New Installation. Now, right here is going to be Install on Domain. Should be one domain, that's it, because that's the original one that we have listed. It's good that that's listed there, mlmblogcode.net. Told you that we're going to do that. If you wanted to put it in a different directory, in other words, you wanted mlmblogcode.net/blog or something like that, you could do that if you already had a domain set up and you just wanted to, like you had a professionally designed website and you just wanted to add a blog to it or something like that. You could do that here, but I'm going to highly recommend that you just leave that blank. Okay, the next section of this is the admin access area, and this is where you create your administration username and password, and this is going to be, it's going to show here. So I'm just going to do Ty, and I'm going to make up a password here, MLM blog code. And by the time you read this video or see this video, I'll have it changed anyway. So just so you know, you're not going to be able to log in and pull some goofy stuff on my own blog here. But now, okay, so admin nickname is going to be Ty Tribble. And the site name is going to be MLM blog code. And the description is going to be the blog, or whatever. You know, it doesn't matter what you put there. I'll actually leave that blank for now. All right, now here is okay. Here we are. We're almost there. Install WordPress 2 of 3. That's figuring out your database. This is stuff you don't have to worry about whatsoever. And you chose, it's just confirming where you're doing this. And now let's finish the installation. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we are. WordPress has been installed. It's just basically telling you that they do auto installation and auto configuration, but they don't offer any kind of support. That's okay. But here's the main thing that you're going to need. And this is the same for every WordPress blog for the most part. that you would ever install. And this is how you get into the back office of your WordPress blog. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to click on this, and then basically you should bookmark it. I would definitely copy and paste it into a document or something along those lines. The good thing is that they will also send you an email confirming this information, so you'll have another copy of it. But we're going to do this right now. Let's click on MLM blog code WP-admin, and here's my login. Remember, my login was Ty, and my password was MLM blog code. Log in. I don't want to remember it now because I'm going to change it a little bit later. And whammo, I have installed WordPress. We're going to look at the front page of it just for fun, and this is what everyone's will look like. There's MLM blog code. There's a lot of other stuff here, and this basic theme we're going to get rid of eventually, but here you are, your very first blog installed on your own domain. Congratulations. I look forward to talking to you on the next video, which is settings, links, and general cleanup of your WordPress blog. This is great. I'm so excited for you. You now have your piece of online real estate. We just have to do some housekeeping with it, and I'm excited for the next video. So if you're ready to go, let's head on over there and get you up and running. Ty Tribble here. We are humming right along. This is session 5 of the click-by-click training tutorials for your MLM blog secrets. And this is really getting into some of the meat and potatoes of the settings, links, and general cleanup of your blog. And so let's get started here. Again, this is an easy way to remember. Whatever your blog name is, remember mine is mlmblogcode.net, okay, and then /WP WordPress -admin, enter, and that's going to get you to where you can log in for your WordPress site. Now, I'm going to do that. Blog code, again, I'm going to change it. Don't think you're going to pull one over on me. I'm going to remember it for now. All right, now I'm in the back office of MLM blog code. This is the dashboard area where you land initially, and the first thing we're going to do is go down here and click on settings. Okay, the general settings, you're going to enter your blog title, and then you want to enter a tagline. And so my tagline is MLM blog secrets test blog, right? Okay, now you're going to want to update your email address here, because usually it will propagate with some sort of an email address. This is your admin email where you get notified when someone posts a comment, things of that nature. So you're definitely going to want to do that. And so update it with your current email address. And then you're going to have a chance to update your time zone. And, you know, they made this fairly easy. If you go up to the top here, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh my goodness, it's a long ways away. Okay, I think I'm getting close. I'm getting close. Okay, so eventually you'll find America or North America, and they don't have Seattle on here for some reason, but I'm on the Pacific time zone, and I'm going to click on Los Angeles. If you find another city within your time zone, that's going to update your time settings. The time format doesn't make a big difference. I just leave it standard. The date format, I leave that standard as is too. We start our week on Monday, easier for me to remember, and then I save changes. Okay, now as far as writing goes, I'll walk you through here. There's really nothing here that I would recommend changing. These are all standard things that are set, and you don't need to make any changes to that. We might come back to this in the future. The reading settings, currently we're going to leave it on your latest posts. You will have the opportunity to create a static page. When I show you how to create a page, you could actually use that page as your front page if you chose to do that. But we're going to skip this area for now, and it is pretty self-explanatory there. The discussion settings, I would leave these as is, and especially this one. A comment is held for moderation. You want to make sure that you hold your comments for moderation at this point. You never know who in the world is going to post a comment on your blog. We're going to teach you how to do some other things with regards to comment spam a little bit later, but you want to hold all comments for moderation. Here's the reality. You never know when one of your competitors is going to come on to your website and post some information that you frankly don't want to post. What people don't understand is your blog is a marketing piece for you. So you're going to moderate the comments and post comments that make the most sense for your marketing benefit. If someone posts, a competitor thinks that your product is bad, you know what? That's not going to land on your blog. You just simply moderate that to the trash. It's okay? So some other stuff, I would again leave this as is for now. And this is a little bit about avatars. We'll get into that in MLM blog code, which is the bigger version of the training, and but for now you don't need to worry about anything like that, and then we'll save the changes. Okay, we'll go to media real quick. I'll show you what this is. This just shows, you know, thumbnails, medium size and large size pictures in terms of when you insert them into your blog. Again, leave as is. As far as privacy goes, you definitely want to be found, including search engines like Google, Bing, Technorati, etc. So you're not going to have to do anything there. That's your blog visibility. Now, when it comes to permalinks, we're going to make a change here, and I'm going to cheat a little bit because here's what I want to do. I want to make this as simple as possible, and I want to make your links pretty. And I know this sounds funny, but pretty links are important for a couple of reasons. Search engine optimization, as well as ease of entering them into a URL. In other words, not a search engine, but a browser. You want to make it easy for people to find you. And so the default is this crazy, you know, mlmblogcode.net/ some crazy number. We're gonna click on day and time, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of everything that prior to /% post name %/, and I'm going to save those. And then when you click on your links, they'll be very pretty. In other words, it'll just say post name. Now, let's do this real quick. Time for a little more cleanup. We're going to go to posts. And WordPress is nice enough to put a post out for you initially. And it says hello world. Obviously, I'm the author. It's uncategorized. I'm just going to click on trash. Okay? And that's your basic general cleanup. The last piece of cleanup that we want to do is we're going to get rid of all of these links. And these are WordPress links. And all you do is you click on this little button right here by name that selects everything. We're going to delete and apply. All right, so that is your basic cleanup settings and links for your WordPress blog. Now, one more thing. The About page we will get into a little bit later. Okay? All right, gang. We will talk to you at the next thing. And that sums up our little bit of housekeeping for the MLM Blog Secrets. My name is Ty Tribble. I'll see you on creating your first blog post. The next video is number 6, so I'm excited for that one, and I will see you there. This is video tutorial number 6 of the click-by-click training videos, creating your first blog post. How Man, I am excited about this one. You're about to be a published author in the blogging community, and I can't be more excited for you. So, as you can see, I'm in the back office of MLMblogcode.net. You should be in the back office of your site. And again, you log in through WP-admin, WordPress admin, and I'm in the dashboard section. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on Posts, and I'm going to click on Add New. Now, the first thing you want to do is come up with a subject line for your blog post, and we're going to dig into some of the basics of the fundamentals to creating a great blog post and things of that nature in the content section of the video. But this is really the fundamentals of getting started. This is not how to create the best blog post in the world. This is the fundamentals of creating a blog post. So here's what we're going to want to do. Again, add new post. Let's call this Ty Tribble's MLM blog secrets. Okay? Just so you know, Ty Tribble is the dude behind MLM blog. Oh, geez Louise. Secrets. And he can't type. Okay, I'm going to push pause here for a second, go in and type a little bit more content. 100 to 200 words would be good for your first blog post, and then I will see you once I get that typed in. Hang tight, gang. Okay, we're back. I've added a little bit more content. You can see right here, this is kind of a cool little feature, the word count. You can see exactly how many words you have in your blog posts. I've got 107, which again, you want most blog posts to be a minimum of 100 words. Sometimes I would say a good number is 100 to 200, especially if you're just getting started. You don't need to write 5,000 words to become an effective blogger. 100 to 200 words will get you far. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you how to do is add a link. And this is a very simple process. Basically, you highlight the words that you want to link. You go up here and you find the little chain link. Click on that. And let's see, if the word is Ty Tribble, I'm going to go www.tytribble.com. Natural place to link Ty Tribble, and there you have it. I've got a link propagated in the blog post. Now, let's add a picture. Pictures are vital. I would add a picture in every single blog post you create. Now, here's how to do that. I'm going to click on over here to Google Images, and that is images.google.com. And I'm going to search for Ty Tribble. All right, a plethora of pictures to choose from. I'm going to pick this one. It is one of my favorite pictures. And then we're going to click on See Full-Size Image. It's a big one. But this is the skyline of Seattle, Washington. There's my family and I. We are leaning against our car, having a little bit of ice cream. So the next thing I'm going to do is copy or save this image as Ty Tribble. And what you want to save it as, export it as, and this is obviously Mac, but you're going to have similar function on a PC, but you want to save it as a keyword related to your blog post. So if the blog post is about Ty Tribble and this is a picture related to that blog post, then I would save it as Ty Tribble. I'm going to save it to my desktop. I've actually already got a copy of it, so I'm just going to replace that copy there. Now I've got that saved. Now here I'm going to go back and I'm going to insert this into my post. And here's how I do it. I click on the very first, just before the first letter of the first word in the blog post. So I'm clicking there. You can see the little blinking cursor. And I'm going to go up here where there's a box inside a box. And as soon as I hit it, it says Add an Image. I'm going to click there. And up comes a Choose Files to Upload. I'm going to do that. And click on Ty Tribble. Select. Again, you might look a little bit different on a PC, but the basics are going to be very much the same. Now, this is basically, this will be different. Here's the full-size picture, which is very large. Here's a large picture. I'm going to suggest most of the time you stick to the medium size, and I like to post mine to the right. And insert into post. There you have it. I've got the picture. Now, you'll notice one thing on some different themes that the words run fairly close up against the picture. If you want to correct that really easily, here's what we're going to do. We're going to click on the picture. You click on the little advanced settings link here, and we're going to add some vertical space. Let's do 8, and we're going to add some horizontal space. Let's do 8. Okay, so that's going to give it some room around the picture, and we're going to update it. Some themes you won't need to do that whatsoever, but this one obviously we needed to do so. So that'll give it some room. And then what you're going to want to do next is there's a post tags section, and a tag is something that will give your essentially you want to enter your keywords. And what I mean by keywords, and we'll dig into this a lot more heavily in MLM blog code, but for MLM blog secrets, here's the fundamentals and the basics of tags. Find the things that would be most searched in your niche market and put them as tags. So obviously tribble would be a good tag, and maybe MLM blog secrets, and I'm going to add those. Now we're going to pick a category. So the category that's listed there is not one I want, so I'm going to go create a new category. I'm going to create MLM blog code, actually secrets, test posts, and add. And I could have just added MLM blog secrets, which I already did earlier on another test that I was running, but this is a good one to do it too. So there you have it. This is the basics of a blog post. All we need to do is go down here and hit publish. And that is it. Now you come up here and view post. And there you have it. Here's your link. So if you click on there, that was a link to my blog, my basic site. Okay, and then here's the tags listed there. You've got the picture, and this is a basic blog post you just created. You are on your way. Obviously, we're going to do some updating to the theme and things of that nature coming soon. Actually, the next thing we're going to learn how to create is a page, which is frankly about as easy as it can possibly be. It's almost identical to creating a blog post. So tune in to video number 7, click-by-click tutorial on creating your first page. We are about halfway home, gang. Very excited about you getting your online real estate up and running. I'll see you on the next video. Hang tight. We are more than halfway home when it comes to the getting started section of MLM blog secrets. I'm very excited about this one. This is creating your first page. And before I get into creating your first page, let me just remind you that MLM blog secrets, there's 3 parts to it. Number 1 is getting started, which is the very basics of setting up your WordPress blog. Section 2 will cover creating great content, and Section 3 will talk about driving traffic to your blog. So keep in mind, if you think this is really elementary, I understand, and some of you are maybe ready to skip forward a little bit. I understand that too, but we've got 6 more great videos to give you, actually 5 and a bonus that we'll talk about, and so before we get into the second phase, which is the creating content phase, but 6 more in terms of getting started. So we're more than halfway home, and I'm excited that you've got your first blog post up and running. And this is a very quick, down and dirty video training on creating a page, because the basics are, this is identical to creating a blog post, only it's a page. And so let me click on pages, and you see the About Me page, and what you're definitely going to want to dig in and update that About Me page. If you click on here, this is an example of a WordPress page. You can edit this, put your information about yourself, etc. That will propagate in many of the themes that we're going to talk about and show you in a future video. So you want to put some information here. You essentially type it up. Ty is a dude, see, who can't type very well under pressure. Okay, I'm going to update it, and boom, my page is updated. You can view it here. There it is. Now people can still leave comments and everything like that. There's the information I updated, and here you see it says pages in the About section, or pages, and then there's the About Me page. Now it's as easy to create a new page. I'm going back here. Let's see here. Okay, so all you have to do if you want to create a new page is click Add New, type in whatever title is, type in whatever you want to insert for content, and then click Publish, and you've got a page set up for you. So that is creating a page. I know I told you it was going to be quick, but that's it. I mean, it is as simple as easy as pie, as they say. So I will see you on the next video, which is basic plugins. This is going to be a little more complicated, but don't fret. It is simple as well, but there's going to be a little more volume to the next video. So hang tight. Video 8 is basic plugins. I'll see you there. This is the module that I'm excited to do for you today is on plugins. And for those of you who don't understand what a plugin is, in the WordPress world, a plugin is like this really cool tool. And many of them are absolutely 100% free, but they're little tools that make your blog life easier. Many of them make your blogging, millions of percent more effective. And so here's how we're going to do this. This video will show you exactly how to download new plugins and activate them on your site very simply. And I'll show you exactly how that works in a second. And then if you go to your cheat sheet, which is the PDF file that you got in your MLM Blog Secrets, there will be a list of my top 10 plugins. There are hundreds and hundreds of different plugins, but these are the 10 that I've used on a regular basis that have gotten me tremendous results. And so you'll get those this is MLM Blog Secrets. And the MLM Blog Code, which is really a larger version of blogging and really takes this to another level, there'll be a whole nother section on all kinds of different plugins that you can use. I mean, there's hundreds of them that we'll probably get into. We'll probably get into at least 2 or 3 dozen that you could use to do some different things with your blog to make it stand out from everyone else out there. Because again, one of the ways to make your blog stand out is to make sure it looks great, but also there's some bells and whistles that you can add that will truly be tremendously effective for you. So let's dig in here. This is how to download a plugin. This is so simple. All we're going to do is click on plugins on the left-hand side panel here. And you can see there's already a plugin installed. There's actually a couple installed when you get started, but this is one that will activate in another module called a Kismet. But let's do this. We're going to add new plugin, and then you're allowed to search. You could actually click on these and see many of the different types of plugins, but we're going to search for one called Tweet Meme. Yep, came up right there. I'd already been testing it out a little bit, and there it is, Tweet Meme button. We're going to install that, and I'll show you exactly what it is. So if you don't have any clue what we're doing, just keep following along here. Okay, now it says downloading installed, unpacking the package, installing the plugin successfully installed. Right now we're going to activate the plugin, and it is activated. Now let me show you what this tweet retweet button really does. It's a tweet meme retweet button, and let me show you what it does. We're going to click on posts, and the one blog post that I showed you how we created, and then we're going to view the post up here. Now, see this cool little thing where it says tweet? Basically, it's a retweet button for your blog. So essentially, people come to your blog, they like what you say, you want to get them to tweet it on Twitter, and boom, they click the button, and it says retweet this Ty Tribble's MLM blog secrets. There we are. So that is the retweet button. We're going to X out of that. There is one little thing I want to show you. See, sometimes when you download a plugin, it shows up right here. And I'm going to click on this real quick and show you one thing that I want to do. For this particular plugin, it says retweet at, so I would say if this was the Ty Tribble blog, if this was your blog, I would retweet at your name, because you're obviously going to want to have a Twitter account associated with your site. We're going to talk about that in one of the up-and-coming modules on driving traffic. But very important that you associate your Twitter, your blog, and your Facebook, and everything is kind of tied in together. So you could click on Save Changes, and then when you clicked on that retweet button, it would actually propagate your username in there. It's a very cool tool. Now, the next one, we're going to go back to plugins and add new. The next one I'm going to add is called Sociable. 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 ABLE, I'm sorry. And there it is at the top, and we're going to install it. And then we click on Install Now. Then we're going to activate the plugin. And now, right here is it's installed there, but all you need to do is click on Settings. And here's what we're going to do. You can see that I've actually updated this one already in the past, so I re-downloaded it. But usually it comes with a certain number of, these are all social media sites, right? And I like to limit what my users are utilizing in terms of social media to ones that I'm pretty darn active on, particularly Facebook and Twitter. So what I would do is let's say I was really big in terms of LinkedIn. Then I might click on LinkedIn and add that to my sociable buttons. Now, let me show you what happens. You come down here and click on Save. Then we're going to go back to the posts again. Click on the one blog post. We're going to view it. And if you go down here, it says Share and Enjoy. So there's Facebook, there's Twitter, that's Dig, there's StumbleUpon, and there's LinkedIn. If you're big on LinkedIn, this is great. Let's click on Facebook and I'll show you what this does. So what it does is Facebook actually picks up information from the blog article that you wrote. You could write in your comment, this is my cool new blog. Check it, homies. Right? And then you could come down here and share, and it would go right on your Facebook with the thumbnail picture and the links to your site. Pretty darn cool tool. That's the basics of plugins. You have a great idea of how to use them. Now remember again, go to the PDF cheat sheet for a list of my top 10 plugins, and then if that's not enough for you, pick up MLM blog code, because that will give you really the insider secrets into my whole entire plugin world, the things that I've never ever shared with anyone else. So again, top 10 plugins that will absolutely get you up and running. There's nothing wrong with these. If you want to take your blogging to the next level, pick up MLM blog code, and you'll be able to get access to every single plugin that I've used in the past, and really a overall really clear understanding of each one of those plugins. At least 24 plugins I'm going to go into some detail on in MLM blog code. So without further ado, I will see you on the next module, which is actually choosing a theme. I'm very excited about this one. We'll see you in a second. All right, everybody, Ty Tribble back with MLM Blog Secrets. This one is all about choosing a theme or a basic design for your blog. Now, I got to tell you, this is something that really drives me nuts. There's two key components to blogging, and I think that overall people miss one or the other in so many circumstances. And the first thing that I see a lot of is decent blog design that never gets updated, which is a big problem. If you want to become a trusted advisor, if you want people to look to you as an expert in the industry, you've got to update your blog. You're never going to get anywhere without the consistency it takes to post on a regular basis. Having said that, I see some great blogs in terms of consistency that have web design that absolutely drive me batty because they're almost impossible to read. And so let's get into a couple of elements in terms of what you're looking for when you choose your theme, which is really your web design for your blog. The cool thing about this is it takes no HTML, takes no incredible effort, but maybe just a little bit of an eye for simplicity. And I'm going to stick with as simple as possible, and here's why. We do not want to distract your reader from what we want them to do, which is opt into your list, which is connect with you on Twitter or Facebook, which is purchase an affiliate product from you based on what you've got on your site in terms of a post. And so those are the key elements: making money and creating leads through your blog. And so there's so many sites that I see out there that have decent content, but oh my gosh, they're so distracting. There's so much junk on the site that I just wonder if they ever get a lead. And so let's dig in. I'm going to have you click on, this is, by the way, again, the dashboard. We often, since we've gotten started here, we'll start at the dashboard of WordPress.org. In other words, your own WordPress site. This is MLM Blog Code, so we're going to go down and click on Appearance. This is the basic theme that you got. We'll click on it one more time just to remind you what you have got. This is the old school, we're talking about early 2000s WordPress theme that everybody had, and with no bells and whistles attached to it. But we're going to click on Add New Themes. And before I pick out the theme that I want you to get started with, I want to show you some things that you do not want to get started with. Let's start with colors in terms of a black background. Now here's the cool thing. Now, does this on the outset look kind of cool? When we open it up, yeah, it looks looks a little bit Halloween-y, to be honest. That's pretty bright orange on a black background. But here's the thing: it's not about looking cool for a short period of time when someone clicks on it. It's about having an effective blog. I got to tell you, people will get so tired of looking at this. As a matter of fact, your eyes just go crazy. I've seen blogs that are actually use all orange and like no other colors in letters, and oh my gosh, it's the brightest, craziest looking theme you could ever possibly imagine, and very ineffective if you want people to read it. You want people to read. Here's another one. Let's preview this one. At the outset, this is kind of a cool looking theme. It's got some of the pages here, and if you roll over it, it changes color, and if you scroll down, I mean, this is kind of a neat looking theme. But here's the problem. If you send someone to the site, they'll be so confused. They'll not know what to do. There's just kind of too much junk happening. It's too busy. It's too crazy. We want to have people do a very small number of things. Opt into your site, click on an affiliate link and buy something, or read your content and build your brand. Okay, this theme will not do that. Let's see if we can find a couple others to have a look at. There's so many different WordPress themes. I can tell you that I'm going to recommend you stay away from themes that have pictures of animals or things of that nature, because you know what, you might love wolves. You know what, I think they're beautiful animals. You know, when I go to the zoo, I always stop by the wolf section and see them. But you know what, this does not have anything to do with your branding you as a leader, and so I would stay away from anything like that. You know, probably got to stay away from, you know, I mean, here's one. Again, maybe, you know, the colors are kind of not bad, and this looks neat, but again, kind of distracting. You're not really there's no real connection between this and what you're looking to accomplish. This is kind of a neat one. You know, I gotta say, this is kind of a neat theme here. Looks cool, but again, dark background, light lettering will get very tough on the eyes over a period of time. So here's a theme that actually looks very up to date, very cool, but overall I would have to say no way. So again, you have tons of themes to choose from. There's all kinds of different things that you can pick and choose. But I'm going to recommend a particular theme. Now, for MLM Blog Secrets, I'm going to recommend one theme. And then here's how I'm going to work this. In the cheat sheet, the PDF cheat sheet, where you find all of your links to plugins and everything else, I'm going to post a couple of additional themes that you can, theme ideas for you that I would recommend that might work really well for you. But I'm going to give you one. And then actually I'll do this as well. I'll put a couple of pay themes, ones that you pay money for, in there. And the reason is maybe some people are a little bit ahead of others, and they're ready to upgrade to a paid theme. There's usually more bells and whistles in a paid theme than other themes. However, I found one that I believe has just the right number of bells and whistles, really, that you can change the most important things on a theme, that's called thematic. THEMATIC. Let's do the search. And there we go, thematic. So we're going to directly install it. And install. And then we're going to activate it. And there you have it. That is the basics of installing your theme. Let's take a peek at it. You can see right here it already has some preloaded. These are called widgets, basically widget links that you can put in the side panel. In another module, I'm going to show you two very important pieces of the puzzle. Number one is how to put some widgets here that will drive people to your Facebook account, maybe your Twitter and your YouTube account. We're going to connect the blog. This is all social media, right? We're going to connect all of this together. We'll really talk about this in one of the later modules, but this is all a connected world where we're going to really build something great. The second thing I'll teach you how to do is connect your Aweber form right here so that you can build your opt-in list. But again, it doesn't look like there's much here, but there's a lot of ability to add things to this theme that you don't otherwise have, and that's why I chose this theme for you. So we'll be back with another module shortly. This is your MLM Blog Secrets, Ty Tribble, signing out. I'll see you in a second. Bye-bye. Welcome back. This module is all about controlling your blog spam. This is going to be a very short module because this is so easy. WordPress makes it really simple to control your blog spam. Here's what I want you to do. You're going to click on plugins. This is, by the way, at the dashboard section of your blog. So obviously you need to log in. And click on plugins. And then right here it says Akismet. And Akismet is like one of the originators of WordPress, put this together to essentially take care of a lot of comment spam. There is a massive amount of comment spam that you will get. And so it's my suggestion that you activate Akismet. Now, In order to get Akismet up and running, you've got to enter a WordPress API key. And what that is, it's a bit of code that WordPress that allows WordPress to come in and gather information from your site. So we click on here, and then it says WordPress API key. Please enter your key. And then right here it's going to say get your key. So we're going to click there. Now, it's really as simple as entering your email address here. I've already got a WordPress key, so I'm going to enter my email address, and it's already there. See that? And then I'll click next. And it says, hey, we found one for you, but it'll actually email you a key. So it's really that simple. I'm going to say send recovery information so I can pull off my WordPress key just as if it's sent to you. So hang tight. I'm going to pause the video for a second, go grab the key from my email like you would, and then I'll meet you back here in a second. Hang tight. All right, I'm back. I went and grabbed my key. Now I'm just going to go back button to the blog here. One more. There we are. Now, and so I'm supposed to enter my key here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this real quick just so you know, and then update it because that's all there really is to it, but I don't want anybody stealing my key. I'm not sure if it'll make a big difference, but there we go. Update, and away we go. So that's my key. Please don't do anything crazy with my key, but I don't know what that means anyway. So we'll go back to dashboard real quick and click on plugins, and you can see Akismet is activated. That's really all you needed to do. You're good to go with controlling your blog spam. I will talk to you on the next video. This module is going to be about your blog widgets, which are the cool little stuff that you can put in the side panel. Really, this is the module about pimping out your blog, okay? Because ever seen the show Pimp My Ride, where they take a beater car and they turn it into this just really crazy cool car with, you know, huge rims and mega stereo system and all that, and Xbox 360 in the trunk. This is exactly what we're going to do to your blog. And there's a couple things that will really set your blog apart from others out there. And these are really components that make your blog a true WordPress marketing hub and position you as a trusted advisor. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is show you where the widget section is of your blog. So here we are in the dashboard again, as usual. I'm going to click on Appearance, and then we're going to click on Widgets right there. Now, the cool thing about the widget section of the thematic theme that I suggested you download is that there's a ton of different areas that you can upload or paste your cool little widgets into, and I'll show you how to do that as we move forward. But the first thing we're wanting to do, this is the primary widget area, most often used as a sidebar, so it's called Primary Aside. And the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to take a text widget and move it over right there. It's really simple, just drag and drop. And then I'm going to go over to Aweber. Now, I've already logged into my Aweber account, which I don't use very often. This is a secondary Aweber account that I've got, but Aweber is a autoresponder system, one where you can begin to create your own list of people that you communicate with on a regular basis. Maybe you call it a newsletter. Maybe you put together, 5 fundamental truths about the network marketing industry, and this is where you begin to brand yourself. Another option to put in that area might be like if you're not ready to jump to your own autoresponder arena or area, you might put an ANSIG opt-in there so that people can download some of ANSIG's information. You know what? We're gonna produce some great banners associated with the MLM blog secrets and MLM blog code that you might want to put there, which would be an obvious natural if you've got a blog related to network marketing and internet marketing and people will love what you've done with that blog. And if you have an opt-in for the MLM blog secrets or MLM blog code right there in the side panel, then you're going to have an opportunity to not only make some money but build a opt-in list, which is vital to your success. But anyways, let's. I'm assuming you've chosen Aweber. You can get this in the back office of the Renegade system as well as in the PDF cheat sheet. And so I'm logged in. I'm going to click on Web Forms and create a new form. Now you'll see that there's if I click on Popular, there's a lot of different choices in terms of web forms. So I'm just going to pick one here. I'm going to go with this one right here. Sign up now and load that template. And then I'm going to, let's see, edit and sign up for my super cool mega pimped out newsletter. Or, you know what, let's say report, just for fun. Okay, we're going to click OK. And again, I mean, this is just basic stuff. You obviously will want to spend a little bit more time than 3 seconds on what you're going to write. It's important that you think about the copy in this, the copywriting, and maybe bolding the headline and things of that nature. Okay, we're going to go to step 2, but this is just a basic thing that I wanted to get up and running. Again, this is not a copywriting training session. This is not a how to use Aweber training session. This is a blog platform training session. So, you know, in future trainings, we'll dig into a little bit more of what to do in Aweber and how to really write an effective headline for your site. But this is really more the how to just get this up and running. We're going to save it. And I'm going to click on I will install my own form. And this is as simple as literally one line of code. I'm going to copy it. Go back over to the text area, not the title, but the actual area below the title. I'm going to paste, and then I'm going to do one more little trick. I'm going to write this following code, center, okay, which is a little bracket thing, and the center, and then unbracket the thing, and one more with a backslash and center, and that's a little bit of code, basically centering whatever code I've got in there. Okay, this is HTML for centering, and then I'm going to save it, and then let's go take a peek. All right, there you go. So sign up for my super cool mega pimped out report and sign up now. Now this is, again, remember the reason why we had such a basic theme with our newsletter site or with our blog is that we want to drive people to sign up and so that we can build a better relationship with those folks. The second thing I want to show you, and we're going to go back here, is how to add an additional text form, and this one we're going to call connect. And now in the PDF, I'm going to give you the exact code for this, but for the sake of time here, I've written this out for us. And the reason this is going to take a little bit more of explanation to put together, but essentially what I'm doing here is what I mean by connecting is Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So what I've done here is I found some pictures, little icons of Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube that I like, and I've put in the HTML to link those little icons to my personal Twitter site, to my personal Facebook, and to my personal YouTube. Now, as I do this, again, this code will be in the PDF. I'll show you exactly where, what to do and where to insert your information. But one of the things you're going to need to do is upload the pictures that you choose, and I'll give you the links to your media section. Okay? So know that I've done that in advance and again walked you through that in the PDF section. But let me push save, and we're going to go back and take a look at this. All right. Now see, isn't this kind of cool? It says connect right here. If I clicked on this, I would land on, it's taking its time, on Ty Tribble's Twitter site, okay? If you click on Facebook, oh, there's Ty Tribble's Facebook. And if you click on YouTube, there is my YouTube account. And this is the reason you see Twilight here is my daughter did a spoof on a Twilight video for running for student body president. So Dad had to put it up on his Twitter or YouTube account. So here you've just done two major league things to, now you notice, remember, your blog looks really super plain, but where do your eyes get drawn to? Right here, which is where you want people to be drawn to. That's where the color is. If you had a crazy blog with a bunch of different distracting stuff, then you know what? Your eyes would not be drawn to the right spot. So let's I'm going to go on to the next video where you know, the bonus video is really what I'm going to talk about here. And that bonus video is going to be able to show you some of the other areas that you can add little cool things to your thematic page. So that'll be in one of the bonuses, so watch for that. And essentially what I'm talking about is putting Ann Sieg code and banner ads on your site so that you get people to opt in for those things. I'd highly recommend MLM blog code, MLM blog secrets banners when they are available to you. Obviously they're not available in the back office yet because this is a program that's coming out shortly, but so check that out. I will see you on the next video. All right, gang, Ty Tribble back. Here is one of the bonus modules for the MLM blog secrets. This is importing your Blogspot blog. A lot of people feel like they are totally stuck in Blogger, but the reality is in less than 3 minutes, I'm going to have, actually could be less than 2 minutes, I'm going to have you, your own WordPress site or your own Blogger site transferred over to WordPress. It is this simple. So the first thing we're going to do, we're back at the dashboard. Remember, we're at the dashboard a lot lately, and this is the kind of MLM blog code site that I set up as an example for you. And we're going to go down here to Tools and click on Tools. Then we're going to click on Import. And notice, you know what, here's the deal. There's a lot of other ones too. Movable type, typepad. I didn't really get into, I've never really moved over a movable type or typepad blog, but probably not a bad idea. WordPress is by far the ultimate when it comes to bringing a blog you know, out there and getting your name as a trusted advisor. So what we're going to do is click on Blogger, because again, Blogspot Blogger, it's the site hosted by Google. We're going to click on Blogger, and then we're going to do something as simple as push the button that says Authorize. Okay, it's going to take you to your Google account. If you weren't signed in, I was already signed in, it would probably make you sign in, but it's really as simple as clicking Grant Access. Now, I have a blog I set up a long time ago on Blogger, but here it is, called MLM Leads, MLMleadsNetwork.blogspot.com. There's one post and no comments on this blog, but if you had 10, 20, 30, it wouldn't make a difference. It would just take a little bit longer to import, probably. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to import it. All right, finished. One of one imported. And now let's, oh, you know what? This says set authors. Let me see what that is. Yeah, it's already set to Ty Tribble. That's perfect. So we're going to go back to posts, and here it is, MLM leads from the MLM Lead Network. Well, I'm going to click on edit and have a look at this. Okay, here's just a little post that I had on Blogger, and it has brought over not only my posts but my categories as well. And let's view that post, see what it looks like. Fine and dandy, looking good. It's all ready to go. Here you go. So it just basically how simple that was. It's even got my name right here. How simple that was to upload your Blogger account to WordPress. Boom, just like that. We're good to go. I will see you on the next video. All right, welcome back. Final bonus in getting started. This is how to effectively set up a banner ad on your site. And we're going to recommend that you use something from ANSI. You know what? You might want to use MLM Blog Code or MLM Blog Secrets, because here's the reality. Again, if you are out there talking about making money online, you're out there talking about network marketing, using the internet, then if you advertise the MLM Blog Secrets on your site, then you're going to get a great follow through. You're going to be able to make some money by selling the MLM Blog Secrets to people, as well as providing a great service and great value to people as they find your site and then purchase the MLM Blog Secrets through it. But in addition to that, you're going to be building your list, and it's really in an inconspicuous way, because you got to realize that someone who's buying a product like MLM Blog Secrets that will teach them how to effectively get up online and get their business going is a perfect person for your business. So again, we're here at the dashboard, and we're going to click on Appearance, and then we're going to click on Widgets. And now, remember, we already put a couple of things in the primary area, which was this was our Aweber form, and here we put our really how to connect with us on social media. The next thing we want to do is let's take a look at some of these. Okay, index top. Let's do something with index top. That would be like at the top of the main page. So I'm going to take a text widget and put it over there, and then I'm going to come back here and click on a new button, and here is the Renegade system. You obviously have an account with Renegade system because a customer before. Welcome to the system. Obviously, I've been around Renegade a little bit while. You can see my username there is number 84, and I log in, and here we are. So I'm going to click on Marketing Tools, and I'm going to click on Marketing Tools for the 7 Great Lies of Network Marketing. Now, obviously, perhaps you could put a number of different banners on your site as you do this. You know, obviously you don't want to overwhelm your people, but we have a nice plain site, and the purpose of that plain site is to attract people to the main focus of your blog. So let's go to banner ads. And here's one, a 468 by 60 banner of the 7 Great Lies. I'm going to copy this. By the way, this has worked tremendously for me over the long haul. So 7 Great Lies of Network Marketing. I'm going to go back. Here is my text area. I'm going to copy it and paste it. There we go. I'm going to save. And let's head over to the blog and see what we've got. All right, as you can see right here, there is my ad. So again, you've got the ability to go in and add custom banners. You know, maybe you're working on your own product that you want to put a banner out of there. Maybe you want to put the MLM Blog Code banner right there so that people see it. And the great thing about a banner like that is it's above the fold. People will see it right away. And if you go back here, you notice there are other areas. So there's index insert, and this is a widget area that you can. Let's look at this real quick. This is pretty darn cool. This is one that will go in after a post. So for example, if I wanted to put a link to, this is another one that's worked very well for me in the long run. Check this out, okay? So just the 7 Great Lies book. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back here, Control V, going to save it, and let's close it up, come back here and have a look, see what we've got. should be right there. There you go. So see this? This is your ability to, again, work on a site that drives traffic to the right places. Again, you're not distracting people from where you want them to click. And people say, well, boy, there's a lot of ads on there. Yeah, there's a lot of ads. You want people to click on the right thing. Now, one thing you'll notice, there's no Google AdSense on this site. And the reason there's no Google AdSense on the site is that the purpose of this is not to advertise for my competition through Google AdSense. You know, so likelihood of someone going to this blog and finding an ad from my competitor is frankly not going to happen because I just don't put Google AdSense on this. And I highly recommend you do the same for your WordPress marketing hub. Now, my MLMblog.net site is really out there for a different purpose. It's more of a service to people in the industry. It's not as much a WordPress marketing hub specifically branding me. The one that is branding me is tymodule.com, and you'll see there is absolutely nothing on there that would brand someone else. So there you have it. The additional bonus of adding banners and some other cool things to your site. Now, that wasn't so tough, was it? As a matter of fact, look how easy this is. You click on here, and you know what? If I filled out this form, hey, Ann, what's up, girl? There's Ann, my buddy. And if you filled out your name here and email, guess what happens? That's a lead. So all you're doing, this whole entire process, is creating leads for your business. You're creating additional income when you sell a product, and you're creating leads for your business. Now, remember, when you get a phone number, when someone buys something, the first thing to do is pick up the phone. So again, I will see you on the next section of MLM Blog Secrets. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.